Okay, why you should not be upset uh, um, after a breakup or divorce. And this might sound strong. I don't think you should be upset really at all. Why do I say that? Well, first off, I wrote this book, The Evolution of Love, right? It just flips the whole paradigm of what it means, how do we love someone. And it's clear to me that the pop culture and this culture, and really the world up until this point, oftentimes celebrates that possessiveness. I own you. I want to marry you. You can't ever leave me. I need you. You complete me, and I want to get rid of it. Just not get rid of it. There's a better version out there. That's selfish. It's a primitive impulse we have as creatures on this planet. It's about mating, having babies, and staying together to raise those babies. I'm convinced, but we're kind of past that point. Raise those kids, but we've evolved to a point where we can love someone more unconditionally. Getting back to the point, why I say let's start with just a breakup, girlfriend boyfriend situation. You've been dating and you've broken up. Um, and it's in simplest terms. For whatever reason the breakup happened is a good enough reason. Um, Look, one of the points I make in this book is there is a great partner out there for you, an awesome partner where you're clicking on all these levels, all these aspects of a successful relationship. I mean, you guys laugh together, you have fun together. It's awesome. There's flirtation. You support each other. You have good intellectual conversations, and you really are there as a team to go take on the world. That's hard to find. I'm telling you, it's hard to find. I'm 47. I've been with lots of women. I've been in lots of relationships, and I love them. I mean, they got a lot of great things going for them. But there's only a couple where it was really clicking like that. And but that said, it's out there, and it's worth searching for. It's okay if two people don't work out. It's totally fine. Just because you got started together in a relationship, I'm telling you, do not expect to stay together forever for any amount of time. You are just starting to find out whether or not we're going to be a really good fit for each other. And I'm telling you, just roll the dice. Probably you're not going to be. If you're lucky, you'll be a pretty good couple. To me, that's not good enough. And I'm looking back. Part of my experience that led me to write this book, not just my numbers of relationships, but I was just curious about this topic. How do we love better and have less fear and less anger when people do break up? And I talked to lots of friends that were struggling in the relationships or going out through breakups to try and get them psychologically back on track. And oftentimes what I found is, they would bring up the issues in the relationship, and I would say, well, that's the deal breaker. One dear friend was complaining that her boyfriend he doesn't talk. I always tell him to communicate with me, he just doesn't talk, and I'm trying to tell her, well, that's who he is. You're trying to. I know he loves you, and I'm sure he's probably trying to be conscious of that, but you can't ask him to flip a switch and be just more talkative with you. Or that's one example. I think if you look back at your breakups and when we were younger, if you're my age or whatever age you are, those relationships when you were so upset after the breakup, and then you think about it, well, look, there was all sorts of issues. I wasn't super stoked to be with her or him. They did certain things that as you get into other relationships, you say, wow, I didn't realize what I was missing. There's something better out there for you. Don't look back and wish that it wasn't right, and let it go. Easier said than done, right? But still, that's the challenge you have. And two, that's the challenge you have to open up and be present today, open to new relationships. You've got to get past the baggage. And just off the cuff, that just reminded me that a lot of times the women I would date would bring this baggage in about their last relationship and what that guy did, that now they wouldn't trust me. And I would say, well, look, I can say whatever you want to hear, but it doesn't matter, because it's always going to be in your head psychologically that I may cheat on you or do whatever. It doesn't matter what I say, because that's not going to. You have to realize that I might do those things, and you're going to be okay. What key concept there? You're going to be okay, guys. Don't just be afraid. Certainly, younger folks that might be watching, don't be afraid to go out and fall in love. Fear stops us from living and experiencing the relationship. Or even getting started. So it's one of the key points I make in the book too. Is this book's about love? It's about fear also, and this inverse relationship. to the point that you're afraid that your partner's going to leave or cheat on you or you're going to get heartbroken, you can't really enjoy that relationship. And there's no need to think that way. I'm telling you, odds are you're not going to be together. Whoever you're dating now or might be involved with, you're at an uphill battle. At least if you're of like mind, that I deserve, and I think you deserve, a great partner, someone who's going to be awesome, someone I'm going to want to be my best for, so that I can be with them. And I apologize for the rambling. There's a lot of ideas covered in the book, and I'm trying to just lay them out there here on the video, so you don't have to go buy the book. Get my voice, my message out, to just tell people in any way I can. So fear, yeah, and that's just for life too. To the point that you're afraid of anything, be it death, or afraid of the people are going to laugh at you, or people are going to make. I mean, you have to get past that if you're ever going to live your life at all. And really, that's the challenge of life. And look back at the mythologies and the heroes we celebrate. The dragon creature, it's just our own inner fear. Conquer it, and now you're free. And so even with divorce, I mean, certainly with dating, but with divorce, if you guys look, I make this point in the book, if people get up in front of their friends and family and a community and God and promise, we're going to stay together forever through thick or thin, and oftentimes they don't. So what does that tell you? It tells you that you just don't know what the future holds. They made this solemn promise in this big ceremony, spent all this money in the ring, and it's just our own naivete. We don't know that until we go through those things and realize it's kind of it's false hope. You don't know. I mean, maybe you guys will be happy together for 10, 20, 50, 1,000 years. Who knows? I don't know. You don't know. So what is it that we're committing to, first off? Well, committed is we're going to stay together, basically, even when we're not happy, even if it sucks. And I don't want that. If that makes sense to you, that's cool. It's cool to have different perspectives on it. For me, I want to be with someone where it's clicking, where it's fun, that they honor me and they love my company, and vice versa. That's where it's at. And there should be no loss of self-esteem or ego should one of you say, hey, it's not right for me. Nothing against you. It's not working. Cool, please go. And hopefully you'll still be friends. I mean, hey, we gave it a go, and I still think you're an awesome person. I get it. That's a good reason not to be with me. I'm not financially secure enough, or I don't want kids. Whatever it is, man, it's fine. And at the point you've gotten the divorce, it's way past time you should be separated anyway, because it's not working. It's not working. If you're going to go through that step, accept it. There's no good guy, bad guy. We're all on this earth to pursue happiness. They didn't get involved with you to take advantage of you, most likely, unless they're a psychopath or sociopath, and that's who they are, and that's an obvious extreme case. For the most part, they got involved with you because they thought, hey, this feels right. Let's give it a try. But we change also over time. I'm rambling again. And just one more point I wanted to touch on here is it so saddens me to hear stories every now and then in the news about some jealous ex-husband or found their partner cheating and they killed their spouse, the person they love so much. Well, that doesn't tell you there's something sick about this form of love. I don't know what will. You just killed the person you love so much because they hurt your feelings, or they cheated on you. You would never hurt someone you love. But that's the trick of it. We celebrate this primitive, romantic, in love. It's about how you make me feel. It's selfish, and it's our selfish, primitive brain that we've got to tamp down. It's there in all of us, but it's not the best of us. And when you understand it the way I do, no one can break your heart. No one's going to rock my boat. I'm not the right one for you. That's cool. I don't expect to be the right one for you, for anybody, for any random person, for any random amount of time. But you go find out. You take the ride. You figure it out, and then it's fun. The process is fun. It's fun to date and look for people. Get out there. But even I remember years ago, one of my club buddies, DJ friend, had gone through a bad breakup. He was really pissed off and upset and almost violent, ex-military guy. And I forget, okay, look, let me, I think I can help you get over this. And we talk and text and message on Facebook, and I'd lay out some of these concepts for him. He's complaining about all the things she did and this, that, and what a terrible person she is. And I remember one of the points I made, well, if she's so terrible, what are you upset about? It's good that she's gone. You want to be with someone who's going to do that to you? And it's just one of the concepts we talked about. But I remember him at one point saying, Doug, I logically understand everything you're saying. It makes perfect logical sense. And yet, my heart says otherwise. And yeah, that's it too. It's understanding this battle between our primitive heart, the reptilian brain, the possessive, wants to be angry and jealous brain, and our evolved logical thinking brain. If you logically analyze, like, why are you upset right now? It wasn't working. You weren't a good fit for each other. I think in some level of our immaturity, we want to be upset, but we got to get past that, because that's not allowing us to move forward with our lives. Anyway, random video. I hope that helps somebody at some point in time. Have a great day. Bye.